Well, it looks like it's just little old me all alone in the garage, talking to myself. Kinda nice, really. What with all the stress of knowing that somewhere out there is a madman with a stolen time machine who is changing the present and who, at this very minute, is charging his time machine for an incredibly long and damaging trip through time. I think that's a good amount of exposition for today. I guess I'll read the newspaper, because we still have those things in Opinion-Ville. Let's see. Ah, the personal ads. My favorite part of the paper. Ha! Lonely introvert seeks sexy shut-in. Good luck, buddy. Ah, sex-positive goat monster seeks openly minded anybody. You go, Gary. Newlywed gay couple seeks third for kinky fun and prayer. Nobody is ever answering that ad, Fundy. Huh? All invited to watch us greet the goddess through erotic candle making. AJ, your girlfriend is lucky that you are patient and open-minded. I guess I should be a little concerned that when I'm all alone, I talk to myself this much. Ah, fuck it. I'm my own best company after all. Huh? What's this? Older former megachurch leader seeks evil henchmen to change timeline? Change timeline? Former megachurch leader? Reverend Pone! He stole the time machine! Of course it makes perfect sense! I gotta go confront that white right-wing twat! Stop! Don't leave the garage! If you do, there'll be dire consequences! Who are you? I'm you from 30 minutes in the future. Do not leave the garage. If you do, you will cause an accident that destroys half the town. Now wait a cotton-pickin' minute. You're me. Yes, in the next 30 minutes you'll leave the garage, destroy half the town, and then travel back in time to tell you not to leave the garage. Yeah, sure. Look, I don't believe you. Why? Well, in the first place, I don't look like that. Look, I'm you frickin' moron. You're just not used to seeing yourself in 3 dimensions. Okay, prove it. Say something that only I would know. Your favorite masturbatory fantasy involves Bryce Dallas Howard, a wading pool, and a bucket of Dinty Moore stew. You are me! Only I know about the stewed Bryce fantasy. Yeah. Oh man. Now all I can think about is BDH in a wading pool. I know, so hot, right? Super hot. Anyway, do not leave the garage and try to confront Reverend Pone about the time machine. Why? How does me confronting Pone destroy half the town? In a panic, Pone hits the self-destruct on the time machine and the explosion kills thousands. I survived the blast and then went to Dunder Labs and used Professor Dunderhead's time machine to travel back here to stop you. Oh, okay. I won't go then. Great. Thanks. You're welcome. I feel better. Great. So, now what? I don't know. Shouldn't I pop out of existence or something if I change the timeline? Stop! You just don't sit here in the garage. You gotta go and confront Pone or half the state is destroyed. Who are you? I'm him from 2 days in the future. Another one? Alright, it doesn't look like us. But it also does at the same time. Super trippy. Me from 2 days ago. Don't just sit here. If you don't act now, millions of lives will be lost. Wait, if you're me, tell me what my favorite Bryce Dallas Howard, wading pool, Dinty Moore stew. The stewed Bryce fantasy. It's you. Or me. Or, us? Us works. Okay, me 3, what's wrong 2 days from now? You took this jerk's advice and stayed here, and then formulated a plan with Fundy, Gary, and AJ, and then tried to break into Pone's headquarters to steal the time machine back. Pone panicked and attempted to launch his time-space vehicle, and the US military mistook it for a missile launch and retaliated. And somehow you survived that and traveled back here. What? You did it. Fair point. Wait, so now I can't stay here, but I can't leave? I guess I'll just go and tell Professor Dunderhead. He'll know what to do. Stewed Bryce! Jesus Christ on a crutch. Another one? What happened this time? Half the planet is destroyed. Do not go to Professor Dunderhead. What the fuck am I supposed to do? It seems like every time I do something, there are unintended consequences. Well, to be honest, all decisions have unintended consequences. Some good, some bad. Yeah, like helmet laws and people waiting for transplantable organs. I'm sorry, but I must have hit my head when half the world was being destroyed. Did you say something about motorcycle helmets and people waiting for organ transplants? Yeah, see, helmet laws for motorcycle riders were passed to save the lives of riders. But motorcycle riders were also one of the top sources for organ transplants. The helmet laws saved lives, but the unintended consequences was that the number of available organs for transplants dropped. Nobody who were proposing the helmet laws could have foreseen it. If only someone could go back in time and tell them. Dude, Bryce! Do not go back in time to stop the helmet laws unless you want to accidentally have sex with Fundy Monster. Let me guess. You are from the past to prevent him from traveling back in time. Got it in one. I've seen things. Alright, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. This is ridiculous. How can I make the correct decision if every time I decide something, one of me shows up to tell me that I made the wrong choice? Dude, Bryce, do not go back in time and stop that. Shut the fuck up. Look, no matter what you do, whether it's having toast or Pop-Tarts for breakfast or deciding to take down a time-traveling lunatic, there are going to be consequences that you can't foresee. The guys who invented the combustion engine couldn't foresee global warming. The first dude who ate a chimpanzee didn't foresee the AIDS epidemic. I should be allowed to do what I want to do without some jerk alternate timeline me showing up to tell me what not to do. Stewed Bryce. Dude, make sure you have a condom on Saturday. One word. Triplets. I'm gonna have sex with triplets? No, your girlfriend will get pregnant with triplets. This is getting a little out of hand. If this keeps up, the whole room will be filled with alternate timeline yous. Since everything I do seems to result in stuff getting destroyed and me traveling back in time, there is only one thing to do. What? Don't eat the leftover tuna in the fridge. It's a lot older than you think. Okay, time to embrace a few minutes of sweet oblivion. So long, you jerks. Oh, jeez Louise, my head. Oh good, you're awake. Did you enjoy your nap? How long was I out for? I don't know, since I got here about 15 minutes ago. You saw me lying on the ground unconscious and you didn't do anything? It's not the first time that I've walked in here to find you unconscious on the floor, Jason. At least you had your pants and underwear on this time. So what's the story, Morning Glory? You get drunk? Did your girlfriend kick you out and you had to sleep here? I don't remember. I mean, I got here early. I read the newspaper, and then you caught a case of convenient short-term amnesia. I guess. Why do I have a hammer? Beats me, but then again, I don't understand more than half the things you do. Come on, you gotta remember something. You read the paper, and then there was, like, a whole lot of me's all over the place? And Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh, you had the stewed Bryce dream again, huh? How do you know about the stewed Bryce fantasy? I routinely read your diary. Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Oswald. Hey, do you want to listen to something on headphones that has like dirty jokes and gross jokes and where someone reads a story and two guys laugh at each other and sometimes they say things but then they pretend to hurt each other's feelings and then they make up and there's a whole bunch of made up characters and a whole lot of other craziness that's nearly impossible to describe, but this guy keeps making me describe it every week at the end of the show? Get to the point. I'm getting to it. Then you guys want to listen to this show, Lemme Finish with Jason and Atticus. It's a super funny show that has all that stuff I just said and a whole lot more. Act now and you get a bonus pack of fabric softener. No, they don't. Everybody likes fabric softener. I don't. My grandma doesn't. She's allergic to it. Oh, you can be allergic to fabric softener? Yes. I suddenly live in a much scarier world.